Hello, happy Friday. I am Meredith. I am here with our message for the 18th of April, 2025. We're using the Sarsaparilla Tarot deck. Yes, you can find it on Etsy. Someone has emailed me about that. It's also in the description box. All the decks that I use are listed there. Almost all the decks I use are listed there. We're tuning into the energy atmosphere. We have the sun in Aries. The moon is in Sagittarius, though it is going to shift into Capricorn a little bit later this morning, sometime in the 10 o'clock hour. Yeah, and we have our cards. Let's see what's on offer. I've seen a couple of these because the shuffle was a little wild today and they flipped over. So I'm intrigued. We'll see what's what. First set, 2 cards. Ace of Wands. Hey, there you go. Starting the reading with an ace. New beginnings and fresh starts. How appropriate, right? And as you know, all aces neutralize any challenging cards nearby, which is wonderful. It brings out all their positive attributes, and it's paired with the Knight of Wands. Excellent. No circuitous route for this night today, not with the ace showing up like that. So you know this this particular night, all nights move energies between cards. So we'll see what's next. The Ace of Wands is charging the Knight of Wands into the next card. So the Knight is charged with the Ace's influence in moving into whatever comes next. Let's find out what that is. Nice. 9 of Cups, folks. Dreams come true. Wishes fulfilled on this card. Now, keep in mind, we have been talking about creativity, manifestation, what's next for each and every one of us. We have been encouraged to dream bigger, to take a look at our horizon, add to whatever's there. And we have an ace influencing a knight. So the energy is in motion. It's happening. And we've had a lot of the Temperance card this week as well. So there's been a lot of divine alchemy moving on our behalf for our highest and greatest good and outcome. Behind the scenes, we've been encouraged to relax and receive. Though in yesterday's reading, which, pardon, I never even got to publish until much later in the day, the setting was on private instead of public. So if you missed yesterday's, go back and watch it. It's available right now. And we were talking about adding a little bit of the Emperor with a dash of divine feminine. So taking action, we were encouraged into a little more action yesterday to come off of our resting, allowing for receiving, and take some sort of step forward, which clearly we've done here because we've set some energy in motion that's bringing our dreams to fulfillment. Next we have, look at this, the Empress in the center of the reading. How fantastic. The Mother of Tarot. She is almost always pregnant in the artistic presentation on the cards, though it doesn't appear so in this imagery. No big deal. She is the Mother of Tarot, the divine counterpart to the Emperor. And we saw him yesterday. And here she is front and center for us. So this is about cycles and rhythms and giving birth to our manifestation. Or it's our manifestation showing up and surprising us. Our next card is 6 of Swords. This is moving in a favorable way. It's coming out of something that was less than favorable, or rather uncomfortable, something perhaps we've outgrown, and we've moved into much calmer waters. How beautiful, right? And then we have, look at that, 10 of Pentacles. This is our legacy of happiness right here. 10s are all about fulfillment, and we've been talking about our fulfillment for weeks, and I feel like the cards have been giving us a bit of a guidebook, almost a step-by-step or a color by number. Do this, don't do this, do this now, save this for later kind of thing. And dream big, dream bigger, right? Over and over those messages have come for us. And this is why, because we are seeing our dream come true to fulfillment. It's actually coming to life right in front of us, being born into our hands, moving into favorable waters, into our legacy of happiness. So there is an achievement here that we have been investing in perhaps for our whole lifetime, and now it's coming to fruition. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. How's the universe helping us out from behind the scenes? We're starting with yet another ace. Isn't that amazing? Ace of Swords. We're cutting through any BS that's in our way, which is wonderful. This is a card about brilliant clarity, everlasting strength. Now, a couple weeks ago, we saw the Nine of Wands more than once, which is the endurance card. Go the distance. Don't stop now. And I feel like these aces are connected to that message because we didn't give up, we didn't quit, and we kept going. So we are seeing new opportunities open up right in front of us. Next, off the bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. How fabulous is that? So I remind you all, every time we turn over the king or the queen, they've got reputations in tarot for being bitter, cold. They're often referred to as, you know, depending on the card alignments around them and the intention of your reading, they're seen as divorced and or widowed people that could show up in a tarot reading. So with that said, the queen really represents discernment, decisiveness. So does the king. They're also quite action oriented. And there's a lot of thought that goes behind or goes on behind the scenes, hence our temperance card this week. There's a lot going on behind the scenes for us to stay discerning about, with, or for, right? And this queen, divine feminine, somewhat receptive, sitting next to the ace, though, she's wielding the Ace of Swords. She's bringing brilliant clarity. She's bringing everlasting strength. And I feel that this, from the bottom side of the deck, is yet more encouragement from the divine source for us to take action, though discerning action, which won't be difficult for us. Wow, look at this. 3 swords off the bottom of the deck. Now we have the 10, and this is the card all about our self-mastery. Another card that has a bit of a reputation, because you typically see a character on the card lying face down. This one's face up. That's cool. And pinned to the ground with 10 swords. These swords, though, are the Ace of Swords to the power of 10. So that's a tremendous amount of brilliant clarity and everlasting strength. So we have that. So that Nine of Wands from a couple of weeks ago really comes into great focus here because we were honing our self-mastery. We already had loads of it. Otherwise, the Emperor, the Empress would not be showing up, nor would Temperance. And nor would our ability to, or the encouragement, engagement of our ability to allow. It takes incredible discernment, decisiveness, knowledge, and experience to be in stillness and simultaneously receiving. And here it is. It's all laid out for us. So continue to do that while you take some limited, I'm going to say gentle action in the direction of your dreams. And then we have, see, there it is, the Lovers, the choice. And it's a divine union of energy here. So the Lovers card is number 6 out of the major arcana. 6 is all about harmony. And this card is always pigeonholed into relationship situations, which I completely understand and I'm also in favor of, though you must start with the relationship you have with yourself, the harmonization of your divine masculine and your divine feminine here. And that's what it takes to stay in your self-mastery, to be discerning, to be receptive, to take action. You have to make choices in the direction of your heart-mind coherence. And then we have, well, now we're back to the wands. So we have the ace and the knight, and now we have the king, which is beautiful. There's the divine masculine energy for taking action. Really solid, very stable, exceptionally discerning, exacting almost, though fiery, passionate, and creative, because we've got a fire in our belly for what it is that we are dreaming awake on our foundation. And this is exactly the kind of energy that can engage our fortitude so that we can continue onward and develop exactly what it is we're dreaming about. Look at this magician on the bottom of the deck after that. I'm going to put him there. Why not? Show me the magic, divine source. Show me. And voila, there it will be. There it shall appear. Okay, angel answers, fresh message. Answer a question of yours. Let these cards do that. Let them be confirmation as well. Meditation brings answer. Never forget that meditation is an action. You may sit in seeming stillness as you meditate, right? This is where you engage heart-mind coherence. And that's an action in and of itself. And this is what we're being asked to give to our dream. Heart-mind coherence. Mind and heart are one. Heart and mind are one. Perfect timing, divine timing, no clocks, no calendars. All things are happening in just the right way for our big, happy changes to occur. And what's it take, folks? Our happiness, our legacy of happiness. Thank you, 10. Of Pentacles. Seriously. Take action. Trust. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Congratulate yourselves for real. I mean, we're doing amazing with our creativity and the passion we have for it and what it is we're creating, making, forging, dreaming. Oh, one of my favorite cards out of Angels and Ancestors. I'm going to pick another one. I just feel like I'm meant to. We've got She-Wolf. Unleash the wild within. Yeah. It's an essential ingredient, folks. How's our soulful presence informing our waking consciousness? And then we have Elder. Nice. Move beyond ancestral patterns. Move beyond your programming. Everything that was programmed within you from 0 to age 7, right? We operate off that programming. Many of us for the rest of our lives. And if you want change, it's up to you to make the change. So unleash your wild side. Make the changes you desire to make. And thank the programming, thank the belief system, because it got you here. Have gratitude no matter what you have faced, no matter what you have stared down in your life. Know that it was there to strengthen you so that you could create this level of happiness for yourself. All right, unusual, quirky energies, the unexpected showing up for us from the Tea Leaf Oracle. Our first card is the Hand. In need of help, assistance, or guidance. You might be. Talk to your besties. Talk to your trusted people. Then we have Bag. Something important. Such as a new job or a raise or just a new venture. You've got something in the bag. And maybe you need a little bit of assistance with that right now. So talk it out. Talk it out with your besties. And then we have Vine. Seek out information that will help you. Guidance can come from books too. Maybe you need to do a little research. Maybe you need to give yourself a little bit of education. And then we have Heart. Love, deep affection, caring. Aw. That's my default setting. And then we have Rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Oh, how excellent. How excellent. Because that's what the cards are talking about. That's the Six of Swords. We've moved out of something that was challenging or difficult. Maybe that was just us getting over, not just, but getting over our own programming, getting over ourselves a bit there. And that could have been a very arduous journey, depending upon the circumstances. So, yay for us. Have a beautiful Friday, everyone. Thank you, as always, for joining me here on the channel. I will make sure that this video is not set to publish privately. I'll do it publicly. Have a great weekend. See you back here on Monday. Love, bliss, joy. Namaste.